Welcome, everybody, to SnakChat, the show where we chat with guests and we do some taste tests. And on today's very special episode, I have two very good friends with me today. Jim Seaver and Dr. Ellie Heskin-Wagner are hanging out with me this morning. And I'm actually just going to let Jim take us for the ride here. Let Jim take the wheel for the rest of the show.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Okay. Well, I remember, I think it was Brett who emailed me and said, hey, you know a lot about vintage mid-century recipes, don't you? And I was like, sadly, I do. And he said, hey, do you want to come back on the show? Because I had been in the Big Pickle episode of SnakChat last fall. And apparently I did reasonably well enough that I wasn't banned from the building. So
you did do well. And it was totally by accident that you are sort of Frankfurt's resident pickle historian, I would say.
Okay, so. I'll take it.
And it worked
there
out.
aren't that many people competing for that title.
You would be surprised, though. I think pickles are big. Big Pickle is here among us, around us.
Yeah, for
omnipresent.
sure.
I support that.
Yeah, but I also feel as though you have a real specialty, and that's this.
Yeah, the idea's been in the hopper for a while. So tell us a little bit about the background here, what we're doing today.
So I was saying earlier that I did not choose the Jell-O life. The Jell-O life chose me, and it's unfortunate that when I go to professional conferences or even among my friend groups, or actually I was at a wedding about a year and a half, 2 years ago, and the groom introduced me to his mother from Minnesota, and she goes, it's the Jell-O guy. And I was like, y'all, it's always ironic. I'm not that into gelatin-based dishes. It was always for the likes. So should we tell them how to start it? Because you were there near them. Okay.
Yeah, you do love Jell-O. But yeah, no, I think we should talk about the beginning of the Jell-O / vintage recipe situation.
That's a great idea. Yeah. I had lots of questions as well.
So do I, and I've been there for a while.
Yeah.
Like, I've been in this. Continue, Jim.
Yeah,
I'm
so
sorry.
Ellie and I have known each other for close to a decade, I believe.
Before Frankfurt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
she was actually the one who recruited me to come to Frankfurt 3 years ago.
That's right. I want to say maybe you said that on your SnakChat appearance.
I'm regretting that now. Like, literally in this moment, I am regretting it.
Yeah. All of the choices have led to this moment right
particular second of my life.
Sorry.
But I love you, Jim. But oh my goodness.
Friendships were damaged that day. That's what we will say about this moment from here on out.
Yeah.
So about a decade ago, I decided on a whim, hey, I kind of want to throw a December holiday party for my friends. And, you get all these invitations to various holiday gatherings, and they tend to be various flavors of the same thing. They're nice, but you have like the crudité platter with the dried out carrots and celery, and there's some strong cocktail, but they kind of look the same. And I thought, what could I do to put my own spin on it? And I was still in grad school up at Indiana University at the time. And one of the things that I'm really interested in as a historian is the history of American food. And I thought, wouldn't it be fun if I threw a small dinner party in my home where it was a potluck and everybody had to bring a dish that originated between 1925 and 1975. And I told people going into it, this will not taste good. You can pick up a drive-through meal on the way home. We're doing it for the experience. Yeah. Come in costume if you like. So I wore a vintage tie and Brill creamed my hair this morning in that spirit. But it started out just in my living room and pretty quickly morphed into something of its own. And every year this holiday party got bigger, more people would get invited, and by the end of it, right before the pandemic, I was renting out a private event space, and we were loading 2 to 3 dozen people in there, and people would show up with these just bonkers dishes from the mid 20th century. Sometimes they were family recipes, sometimes it was something they had seen on social media, sometimes it was from a cookbook they picked up at an antique store, and
it became like Fear Factor. I'm going to be totally for real. Like, there was absolutely this spirit of like, how disgusting yet like beautifully can we masterpiece these dishes. And I don't want to pretend Jim always won. However, there was one particular year that stands out in my heart and mind.
Was this the hot ham and bananas hollandaise? Oh, that was vile.
Boy.
We filmed reaction videos of people tasting it because it was so wretched. And picture a hot, wet banana wrapped in ham and smothered
with hollandaise.
in hollandaise.
Why did people do that? I don't understand.
I have thoughts, and we can get to that later if you want to hear about the
Yes.
history of industrialized food in America. But anyway,
But it took off, and people loved it.
yeah,
right?
and I felt like I always needed to make a Jell-O dish when I would do this. And over the course of the years that I threw that annual party, I started collecting all these little cookbooks when I'd find them at garage sales and in antique shops and stuff like that. And I was usually paying $1 or $2 for them.
Yeah.
And then in 2020, COVID hits, and we're all on lockdown. We have
Yep.
more time than we know what to do. I'm not going to start making sourdough. And just kind of for fun, in a very cheeky, ironic way,
Yeah.
I created an album on social media called We Live in Dark Times. Let's eat Jell-O. So that was the full name of the album. And I would recreate these vintage Jell-O dishes, photograph them step by step, and then taste them and rate them and post them online for just friends and family to see. And it was always in a locked album. So even so, I had friends who would share them with their friends and family.
Oh, yeah, it spread.
Yeah, and I trashed my reputation. And you can back me up on this. I've had French culinary training. I'm a level 1 wine sommelier.
Yes, we spoke about that.
And nobody cares about that. They're like, you're just
only
eating,
the Jell-O.
you're eating trash Jell-O dishes. But here's the deal. I will fight for Jell-O because I believe that it tastes good when done right. It has some virtues to it. Not to get political, but there is talk of changing the Jell-O recipe to remove the artificial dyes and flavors. And I'm like, don't mess with the OG.
Okay.
Keep on keeping on. I can't recreate a recipe from 1930 if I don't have the original flavors. So
Sorry, I didn't expect that cookbook to just disintegrate.
Oh, no, it has a friend for the Jell-O ice cream powder. So anyway, so yeah, like I said, I posted these to social media. I trashed my culinary reputation. I gave a presentation at an academic conference on the history of Jell-O, where I chucked boxes of Jell-O into the audience. This was at a national conference. So then within that community, the academic folklore community, I'm now known as the Jell-O guy.
I see.
So anyway, that is the long sordid tale of how we got to here.
I feel like I would bestow upon you the crown of Jell-O King. I think that sounds a little nicer than anybody could just be Jell-O guy. You know?
Yeah.
It's like I could eat a 6-pack of the Jell-O things. I probably wouldn't, but I feel like I could become a Jell-O guy in that instance. But Jell-O King feels like that
I think
fits
Jell-O King
more.
is good.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we could make you a Jell-O shaped crown.
Please don't.
Oh yeah. I
Please
support
don't.
it. I'm fully in.
Yeah, it might happen. TBD. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But we learned about the history of that of your now title, Jell-O
Yes.
King. Tell us more about you wanted to bring this to our show, our friends, our viewers, out there in Frankfurt.
So I actually think the history of Jell-O and gelatin is the history of American food, and it's kind of this microcosm for all these larger issues within the past century and a half. It actually used to be very, very difficult to make gelatin-based dishes. It required a lot of time, a lot of animal parts, and you had to cook them down for many hours to extract the gelatin. So gelatin dishes were the food of the rich. And if you look at this cookbook that is from, I want to say it's about a century old, look at this family that they show eating gelatin.
Oh, it looks like my family. We all wear suits to dinner.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you have Jell-O?
Depends on the family, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, we might have.
But yeah, it was the food of the rich. And then in the late 1800s, people find a way to extract and powderize gelatin and then mix it with all these artificial flavors. That's how you have the Jell-O company, founded in Leroy, New York at the turn of the 20th century. And they were excellent at marketing and sending out booklets that people could use full of recipes. And then they would also put out molds like the one you see there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was about giving people the know-how, the equipment. Jell-O was never that expensive. And they always highlighted the backstory of Jell-O, and they had a little spokesperson named the Jell-O girl, who's somewhere in here. So anyway, look at those all you want. So yeah, here we have George Washington.
Did he like Jell-O?
He liked gelatin-based dishes. I can't believe I know this, but they did have it at Mount Vernon. But he died about a century before Jell-O was founded, and how sad for him.
You know, I'm going to be honest, and this is maybe showing my hand a little bit here. I did not appreciate until this moment that Jell-O is like Xerox.
Yes.
It's the brand.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Kleenex.
Like of course
Kleenex.
it is.
Yeah.
Or Google.
But
Nobody ever
I
says.
never thought about it.
Yeah, nobody ever says I'm going to Bing that. So.
Yeah.
And in fact, I'm glad you mentioned that, because coming up on the heels of the Jell-O company was Knox Gelatin. And in fact, you can see a vintage Knox box right there.
Right here.
What's the price on that on the top?
23 cents.
23 cents.
Yeah.
And it has not gone up that much since then. But Knox was always trash talking Jell-O from the sideline, saying it's full of sugar, it's not good for you. But hey, do you really want to lose weight? Then go on the Knox Gelatin diet. And this is a breathtaking document from, I want to say, around 1960. But Jell-O was always the one hogging the oxygen, and this is one of the most iconic cookbooks that they put out in various forms. The reason people ate gelatin, and Jell-O in particular, in the mid-20th century, I think we look at convenience foods now as something to be ashamed of. But Jell-O was all about better living through science. It is about being able to prep a dish well in advance. You can plate it, garnish it, put it out there, and people think you put a lot of work into it. It was about having all of these different foods that were suddenly available via canned goods, suddenly being ingredients that you could use. So pineapple, you could get canned fruit throughout the year, and you could have a fruit dish. You could make a salad, you can make a dessert, you can make an aspic, which is a savory meat flavored Jell-O in most cases. I almost brought a tomato aspic, but I didn't. Hence the lobster shaped mold over there, if you want to hold that bad boy up.
Here we are.
Yeah, so it's about convenience, it's about industrial food production, better living through science, home economics. Did either of you have home ec when you were in school?
I did, but I don't remember a ton of it or what we covered. You didn't?
No. I went to an all women's school, so they didn't do that.
Right. Yeah. So home economics was something. No, like it has a history unto itself, and the idea that if you were going to be a homemaker, you should assign scientific principles to the household. That's another reason why you see these booklets going out to teach people how to be good homemakers. And so you have all those things merging, and by the 40s, 50s, and 60s, there's a Jell-O explosion. All these gelatin-based dishes. You can't go to a cocktail party or a dinner party without seeing multiple gelatin-derived dishes there. And people really start amping it up. It's about showing your culinary prowess. It's about highlighting dainty foods. There's a scholar who has really unpacked the idea of daintiness in Jell-O. So it's not like, oh, I'm a rugged He-Man eating this gelatin. It was always like, ooh, I'm a dainty woman making dainty dishes to show my daintiness in the kitchen. And then by the 70s and 80s, you have, the rise of the pudding cups and Bill Cosby as the spokesperson. And it's kind of seen as the stuff you eat in school cafeterias and when you're sick in the hospital. So there was the rise and fall, and I think I'm going to say the rise of Jell-O, because I think it's slowly making a comeback. But that's the history of gelatin in America.
I do think that's fascinating, because it is kind of an interesting, like a lot of things, they sort of get sort of mass produced. Right. And then like when it gets into the mass produced realm, it takes on a new form of its own, and individual packages and But I will say there has been a hipster Jell-O resurgence within the past. I was gonna ask, like, tell me about why.
So social media has really helped. I remember about 10-15 years ago, there was somebody named the Jell-O Queen of Brooklyn who was getting like national attention for dishes she was recreating. More recently, you've seen people like B. Dylan Hollis. There's another guy online. There's the Midwestern Mom.
Okay.
She's an opera singer from Minnesota, and she makes Jello salads and posts them. So all these people on social media have been doing it, and it's kind of frustrating when people are like, "Oh, Jim, you're like that guy that I saw that TikTok of," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not that amped up right now." But yeah,
you will address me as king. So.
Yeah.
yes, I very, very demure. But yeah, it's fun. I love working with students to do this. So I've been a guest lecturer at UK, the Governor's Scholars Program, some other places. I've spoken over Zoom with a foodways class at Rutgers University. So it's fun to kind of use Jell-O to unpack these larger issues in the history of American food. So that's how I got into it. And everybody thinks that I have this natural affinity for Jell-O and I eat it for every meal. And I'm like, y'all, I go months at a time without eating Jell-O. But when I do it, I double down, and I'm not looking for the very normal recipes. I'm looking for the ones that push the limit. The final thing I will say before we dive in is that my earliest gelatin memory, and if you all have any, I want you to share them. When I was a kid in the 80s, late 80s, I was born in 81, we would go visit my grandparents in Nashville, and we would get there, and God bless her, my grandmother Alice would serve us orange Jell-O with shredded carrots and nuts in it, served atop a lettuce leaf with a dollop of mayonnaise or Miracle Whip on it. And I distinctly remember saying to my parents on the car ride there, please don't make me eat that when we get to Nana's. And subtly passing it down the table to my dad so he could eat it when she wasn't looking. So that's my earliest gelatin memory. How about you all? How have you been traumatized by gelatin dishes?
I actually don't know that I don't have a ton of Jello-based trauma. Honestly, I think the earliest ones are probably pretty normal as far as American kids go, and it's the little individual cups and maybe having it in school, something like that. Or maybe probably most likely my mom having a box of it and making us some at the house, something like that.
Just fruit cocktail in it.
Pretty normal, just a little,
I haven't had any Jello-based trauma, but I have had the carrot nut situation.
That's the name of my smooth jazz quartet. Anyway, you were saying.
Yes. So that is like a Haskin holiday party staple. But one of my all-time favorite desserts is Jello-based. So
go on.
Boom. It is the pretzel Jell-O salad.
Strawberry pretzel Jell-O salad.
Yes.
I almost made that.
That is so good. Like, I will die on that hill where it's got like the strawberry Jell-O situation and then like Cool Whip blend and pretzels.
Like a pretzel base, or is it
pretzel?
like
I've had it both pretzel on top and pretzel base.
Okay.
So I've seen it both ways.
Yeah,
it's
It's
good.
about sweet and salty, the contrast.
And crunchy,
Yeah.
but like the Jell-O is like smooth. I would
It's a
eat that times a
Midwestern
million.
summer picnic staple.
It is so good, and it's easy. It's easy to make. Science and convenience.
Yeah.
But it's not beautiful. I don't think it's dainty necessarily either. But and then like every Kentuckian, I feel like I've had the Jell-O Cool Whip fruit cocktail.
Yep.
Like that Eastern Kentucky staple.
And what is the blanking on the name of it? I'm glad you all were here with me, but the green Jell-O
Waldorf salad.
Yeah.
I love it.
I do too.
No, Watergate. Watergate salad.
The Waldorf is like the grapes.
Yes.
But the
Watergate salad.
Yeah.
Pistachio pudding.
I do love the
I
Watergate salad.
will fight somebody to get to the Watergate salad. And
I will lead the charge with you.
Yes.
I want to see this happen.
I'll lead the banners.
So.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
I have
Bring
made
some.
Watergate salad before for that retro holiday party that I'd always do, but I cut out photos of all the Watergate conspirators and put them on toothpicks and then stuck them in the Watergate salad. So
Synergy. I love it.
Exactly. It all comes full circle.
So we're all of the Jell-O dishes, and we're about to try some lovely ones that you've made for us today. No more delaying, Ellie. But
yourself.
Were all of these considered like some of the ones I know you've got them labeled out here in certain order. Is that the way they're typically kind of served back in the day, or are you kind of taking liberties?
it was hard narrowing down which recipes to run with.
Yeah.
And I decided, let's go with a course-by-course theme.
Yeah, I like that.
And yeah, I figured let's start with a coffee round, move on to either an appetizer or a side dish. We have the entree, and then we're going to finish with a dessert. And the recipes that I've chosen date from 1926 up through, I want to say the 1960s. So that prime mid-20th century peak of gelatin culture. And yeah, it should be a culinary journey of epic proportions.
I'm so excited.
And I want to give you props in advance because you're vegetarian, so that's very kind of you to volunteer to be here. It shows
kudos.
how long we have been friends and how much nonsense we're willing to tolerate from each other. So
You don't have to hype me up before this. I will survive. And I'm sorry I keep mean mugging these things. This is obviously, in my heart and spirit, the more palatable of what you're going to put forth before us.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you for making them vegetarian.
But you're being your true self, and you're here with people that you trust, and
that's
we're gonna
misplaced.
push the limits of what we can handle today. I think.
I feel as though Jim has made the best of a bad situation.
Yes.
This
I'm
was
excited.
fragrant when I was making it last night, and I texted Ellie to let her know, and I think I dropped a Jesus Take the Wheel gif along with it. And what did you say?
I just sent you back emoji.
Oh, I think it's a crying emoji.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
If you ever want to clear your sinuses, hunt down the recipe for the actress Betty Davis's mustard gelatin ring.
Oh,
you take
boy.
dried powdered mustard and mix it in with gelatin. And when you do it on the stove, it's like, I can't even describe it. I had tears streaming down my face. I was like, is this what mustard gas is actually made of? No, I think that's a different chemical, but this feels right. But I will say this, it goes great with ham as a condiment. So Betty Davis's mustard gelatin ring. She was known for it. She was also known for her eyes, but also the mustard gelatin ring. But Kim,
And acting as well.
yeah. But Kim Carnes could not fit in mustard gelatin ring into her 1981 hit song Betty Davis Eyes. So there we are. On that happy note, is it time to stop procrastinating and putting off dive in?
I think it's time to dive in. Jim, take the wheel.
Okay, so we're going to start off with the coffee course that comes from the 1926 cookbook, The Charm of Jell-O.
It's a nice cover there.
It
I really
is.
like the back cover, too,
Yeah.
actually. That's really cool.
So we have The Charm of Jell-O, and it just says coffee Jell-O. Dissolve a package of lemon Jell-O in a pint of strong coffee while it's still boiling. Then add some sugar, set away to harden, and then whip in whipped cream. So serve with garnished whipped cream. We went with the Cool Whip because it's more stable. But here you go. And they show what it should look like to be dainty and
Why
festive.
is the color different?
That's where the mistake happened. As I was making this last night, I had gone to Kroger after work to pick up a few things.
Yeah.
And not to rag on the Jell-O company, but they really need to differentiate better between the Jell-O gelatin and the Jell-O pudding. So that is lemon pudding in there, not lemon gelatin. But
I mean, I love lemon pudding.
I will say
so.
there was some left over once I put it in there, so I tasted it with a spoon from the bowl, and I didn't hate it.
I'm still scared.
I didn't hate it. So, anyway, Zach, does one speak to you more than the others? Do you want to go big?
Let's go big.
Go big.
You know what? Why not? Thank you so much.
You'll have to talk us through how to taste it.
And you have the spoons,
Yeah.
my friend.
I do. I will pass those along. I'm sorry. I felt if I held on to them that maybe I would free us from this journey.
Thank you so much.
Doesn't the studio door lock? Here, I'll grab that. Okay. So, you want to appreciate the appearance. Think of it as a fine wine. So we're enjoying the festooning that was done off camera. And you can give it a little sniff. Smells like my grandmother's 1980s potpourri. Oh, it may be the cinnamon.
It really does smell pretty good.
It's the
does.
cinnamon.
But it's the
yeah,
cinnamon.
and there's nice.
It's the Cool
nice
Whip.
Yeah,
cinnamon in front. Yep.
And then it is time to dive in, my friends. So
Okay.
let's do
So
this
do
thing.
you go just for the Jell-O, or do you
Or
go
you're
for
getting
cinnamon Jell-O?
you're getting a
Cool
bit of
Whip?
all of it.
Commit.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm ready to commit.
I don't hate this.
This is very good.
You don't like it?
Let me come back for another taste.
Yeah, sometimes I find that you need like a couple of bites, but
I'm sorry for the mouth noises. This is
That's okay.
anti-ASMR.
So you get the earthiness of the coffee, you get the tang of the lemon.
yeah.
The cinnamon is a nice touch on top.
It's really not awful.
No, I have a lot of time for that.
If I were served this at a party, I would eat it.
I would power through,
absolutely.
yeah.
I would go, but it has a not good aftertaste. If you keep eating it, it's fine.
Right. What is the aftertaste? Can you? I'm struggling. I mean, definitely like lemony, but
The lemon is fine.
It's
like,
sort of like if you've had coffee, but like an hour ago, maybe.
ooh, interesting.
I feel that.
I think it's like if you've had coffee that was sitting out too long
Okay.
and it's cooled off and you've chugged it really quickly.
That's flat coffee.
Yeah.
which-
Flat coffee is an interesting way to describe that.
Which
but
we've
yes.
all been there.
Yeah.
And now, is this something that would typically be served like with coffee, or as kind of a breakfast?
I mean, you can have it whenever you want. I honestly think it probably would have been a dessert
It
course.
feels like a dessert.
It feels like a dessert.
It would be an after dinner.
Okay.
But I don't hate it.
I'm trying to figure out really where I stand on it, and all I'm landing at is that maybe it's the color that's off-putting to me.
Okay.
Fair. And again, I like it well enough that I kind of want to make it the correct way now.
You what happened?
Yeah.
When did that go away?
I sign me up. I brought that for Brett in the studio.
Plate, yeah, clean plate club over here.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna want to return to it
Yeah, honestly, that's I'm
after
saving
things
it
after
for,
things progress here. I feel like I'm gonna need that
You have a nice treat at the end of something that you did.
a
like.
nice treat.
That's right. That's what we're calling it.
Yeah.
I
Again,
enjoyed it.
Clean plate club, y'all. Sign me up.
Way to go.
I feel like if someone served that to me at a dinner party though, and it was 1950 dinner party era, and I'm at my boss's dinner party.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm sorry, my husband's boss dinner party. I have to really get myself in the time frame. And his wife served me that for dessert. I'd be unimpressed with her.
I'm imagining you going Minnesota nice on it and just being like, oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
I would say, oh, that's cute.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, that's cute. That's what I would do.
And then your husband's boss's wife would say later, Ellie hated it.
Yeah, she would
Because she
say,
knows that she would know that what you meant.
you have to give that Harrison a demotion. I don't know. It would really impact my husband's job, is actually the truth. And then I would feel bad. And then I would say, well, if she really cared about us, she would have served us something fancier.
Ooh.
More
and then
dainty.
And then
More
you're like
dainty.
side tweeting at each other.
100%. 100%.
Okay.
But then when I found out that Harry's coworker was served like a fancy dessert situation that had like suspended fruit, I would know that he's not getting that Christmas bonus.
Oh.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why? Because
They got the good dessert. They're liked. They got the dainty. They got the cute, the really cute. We got the goop.
the delicious goop,
I mean,
Jim.
it's still
I will
good.
say,
delicious.
I will say, so when I was speaking to that group at Rutgers University, I was plating a prune whip gelatin.
That sounds good.
No, it was vile. I was plating
Okay.
it
Never mind. It sounds bad.
10 minutes before I was supposed to go on Zoom, and the thing had a structural failure, and I followed the recipe to a T, but it looked like vom on a plate. And this looks like a supermodel compared to how this turned out. Like, if I sent you that photo, you would have to pixelate it, blur it on the screen.
Yeah.
And this happens 10 minutes before I'm supposed to talk to this foodways class at Rutgers University. And you know what I did? I powered through. I held it up and I was like, let's talk about what it means to fit the standard of culinary perfection that you see in cookbooks like this. And what did it signify to others when you fell flat? I'm like, if I had guests who were 20 minutes out and I have a structural failure of a prune whip, you either don't serve it or you apologize profusely and probably cry before the guests arrive. So yeah, it was a nice way of kind of talking about the impossible standards that housewives placed upon each other in a competitive way in the mid 20th century.
I like that.
I figured out what the aftertaste is.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Aftershave?
So, no, it tastes like in my universe here that I'm describing this, I am a husband in the 1950s, and
What's your name?
My name is Gary,
Okay.
and I've cheated
Gary.
on my wife.
Okay.
And she's found out. And so she has made me morning coffee in my percolator, so it's like a little strong. It's a little too strong. But she's chosen to poison me with the lemon-flavored bleach that's underneath the sink. And so that's what I'm getting.
It's like Revolutionary Road with Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet,
I pretty
which
much
is set
stole
in the
that plot.
1950s, and he cheats on her. Yeah.
I literally have never seen that movie
Okay,
or
well.
heard of it in my life, but I'm in tune with it right now. That's what it tastes like. And that is by no means a dig on you.
I'm not taking the credit or the blame for anything except for the ingredient error.
But you, much in the same story that you just told us with your Rutgers University class there, you made
And you didn't apologize,
I-
obviously.
made pudding out of what
I
would've
made
been
lemon
Jell-O.
pudding out of lemon pudding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You made the recipe as Kroger West intended you to make it.
True. Mm-hmm. We do actually disagree about which Kroger to go to. I'm Team West, she's Team East. But that may be a separate episode. I don't know.
No, Zach,
you
I don't
want-
think you need to weigh
Do
in.
you want me to weigh in?
Ooh, break the tie.
Oh, no.
It's Kroger East.
Woo!
Kroger East is the
Okay,
one.
well.
The West is
West is best.
to me, again, IMO, the Twilight Zone. I don't understand it. I don't know where I'm at.
It makes no sense.
I
It's
don't know
like
where
they
I'm at.
just took a map of all of Kroger's and they cut it up and then they put it in a bag and they shook it really good.
Yeah.
And then they threw it on the ground and they were like,
I-
good
you know,
luck.
I find what I need without a problem.
There's
It's
no way.
It's the ransom note of Kroger's.
It is
right where you're
that
clipping
is-
out all the different
that is
things and putting it.
Zach,
No.
that's exactly
I-
what it is.
You all
Oh
are
my
directionally
God.
challenged. There is a rhyme and a reason to it.
Or we like our Kroger's to be laid out in a way that makes sense. What's
Yeah.
the rhyme and reason? Why are I can't do that.
Corporate's gonna call us.
Great.
Yeah.
I will talk to them about it.
Okay.
I don't mind. They can call me.
Well,
Yeah, Kroger, Mr. Kroger, give us a shout.
Ring,
and we'll
ring.
have a conversation.
Phil
about the
Kroger.
layout. Yeah, Philip Kroger.
hey,
Yeah.
this is Phil Kroger in Cincinnati.
Come on down, buddy. You need to see what your employees have done.
The monstrosity they've
Yeah,
created.
they have made sad happen.
Kroger
Yeah,
West has cheaper gas too.
Okay.
that seems studyable at the
Yeah.
moment, but maybe.
It's by the interstate, so
Yeah, but this Kroger East has a speedway across the street.
Brett's
true.
gonna edit all of this out.
Actually,
So
probably should. I'm not.
yeah. Anyway, so moving right along.
What do we have next?
So Zach, if you will indulge us for our next
I
course,
honestly completely forgot that we were doing this.
we
so I'm
actually
excited.
have a physical challenge
Yes.
for you to test how dainty you can be in the kitchen.
Yes.
So the scenario that we've concocted is that
Leave, Jim.
your bridge club,
Jim concocted.
your bridge club is on its way.
Yes.
It's 1955. And you have a dainty salad that you must plate, garnish, and have ready to serve by the time they arrive. So let me
Okay.
tell you about the recipe I picked.
And I'm imagining the ink spots are playing and the radio
Yeah,
behind
the
me. I've got a
Fleetwoods.
record going to get
Yeah.
me in the mood. Yep.
Maybe. And actually, it's funny you mentioned radio because perhaps Miss Betty from KTRH was what was playing on the radio. So this,
She looks shocked to be there.
I mean,
I think they just threw a camera seemingly in front of her face. And
No,
then like
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
I
Light
picked
bulbs
this
that-
one. Every cookbook I chose, I was like, it's got to be camera worthy. And Miss Betty looks like she's wild at parties. So here's the Miss Betty backstory. Born in 1916, she was an accomplished homemaker and cook before she started working for KTRH in Houston as a secretary. And they realized she had a knack for gardening and culinary arts, and she gets her own radio show and did it for, I think, close to 3 decades.
Wow.
She passed
You
away
know, Miss
in
Betty.
2005. I looked up her obit, which is how I know
Yeah.
this. And in 1957, she published the first edition of Through the Seasons with Miss Betty and the KTRH Farm Department. And it was such a hit that she wrote a second edition a year later. I found this at like a peddler's mall or something and probably paid $1 for it. But I figured, let's not go for a vile flavor. Let's go for a classic, and in particular, a Coca-Cola classic. So you have Miss Betty's Coke Salad. Now, if she had published this 30 years later, it would be a very different kind of Coke. But this is just
but that
cherries.
one had cocaine in it, didn't it?
The old kind did. Like
Not that kind.
No, not by the mid-20th century.
Okay.
By the late 19th century, yes, there was actual cocaine in Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But this just has Bing cherries, cherry Jell-O, cream cheese, Coca-Cola, crushed pineapple, gelatin, and chopped pecans in it. But you have to garnish with cream cheese, cherries, and mint. So I will coach you. Ellie is going to offer color commentary from the sidelines. Do you feel ready for this?
I love it. Are we doing it on this station here? Probably,
I will bring you everything you need, and I'm going to wear my grandfather's 1960s glasses while I do it, just to get into the mood.
What's next? What do we do?
Okay, and we're
Help me
back.
get started.
Zach's like,
So,
and we're back.
you have Miss Betty's Coke Salad.
Yay.
I made it last night in vintage Tupperware.
Uh-huh.
And
Does that have lead in it?
I don't think so. Why you got to be like that?
Just curious.
I think we're okay.
Sorry to bring us down.
I think we're okay.
Edit that out.
I think we're okay. Wow.
Is it weird that the first thing I heard was, does that have blood in it?
It looks like it.
It's
It's
what if
fragrant.
Edward Cullen was a Jell-O maker?
Okay. So Zach, have
Yes.
you ever plated Jell-O before?
No, I've never done it.
So there is going to be a sweet spot between loosening it in the hot water just enough to have it release well, and getting it so melted around the outside that when you plate it, it explodes and sends red dye everywhere. And I'm wearing a white shirt, so I need you not to send me off to my job later looking like I've been to a massacre. So
I'll do my best.
what you're going to do is you're going to lower this into the hot water, not all the way, but just enough to let it kind of loosen. And then you're going to pull it out.
Okay.
And you're going to use your fingertips, and you're going to kind of pull it away a little bit, just to kind of separate it from the sides. And I will say that I sprayed it with canola oil before I put it in there last night, so I believe it should go okay. And then once you're ready, you're going to take the plate, which has been moistened, so you can slide the Jell-O around a little bit easier if you need to. You're going to flip the plate over it, and then you're going to flip it over and let go and let God and hope that it releases of its own volition, because if it doesn't, you have to start the process over.
I can't wait.
So I'm going to back up.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
And I'm going to hand you Miss Betty's Coke Salad.
Yay.
I'm going to put on my grandfather's glasses for eye protection. And I'm going to let you do it.
God, the bridge group is on the way still.
The bridge group is on the way.
I have news for you. They are at the door.
They're at the door.
No, if you don't land this, they're not going to vote for you for Garden Club vice president.
How deep and how long?
I would say take it down to your fingertips right above the water, but do not submerge it.
Okay.
And how hot is the water?
My palms are sweating.
Okay, that's the perfect temperature. I would say lower it a little bit more.
Uh-huh.
Now pull it out and let's try it. So you let it drip a little bit.
What's the next step here?
So the next step, there's a little too much.
I've forgotten step 2.
A little too much water on there. Okay.
Okay.
So you
Sorry,
can set the Jell-O on there.
Yes.
You're going to use your clean fingertips, and you're just going to kind of pull the sides to try and
okay. Like
make it
this?
feel like just a little. Nope,
that's
not
too
that
much.
deep. Okay, well, you know what? The bridge group's gonna be really mad unless you
I
turn
see,
that
like,
side to the.
separate.
So yeah, you're gonna like pull just a little.
Oh, okay.
Very
okay.
dainty.
Dainty.
I mean, you straight up just shoved your fingies
Yeah.
in there.
So that'll be my side that I'll eat.
Yeah. Here,
I'm
how
gonna-
about I take this?
I'm going to take the water
I've got
away.
it. Let me
Apologies.
help here.
Very dainty.
Brett, should I do one of these numbers? We don't want it to fall out, but just so far.
Oh,
so
it-
can
it-
see.
It's going to hold
See
on
what
for dear
we're-
life. Yeah.
Oh,
it's
I
very
see, the
gentle. Yeah,
separate-
see?
the separation.
You're welcoming it to let go
Yes.
when it's time.
And then I've made my way all the way back to
Yes.
the original.
And I will
massacre.
say
Okay.
that good garnishing can cover up a multitude of sins. So
Yes.
don't give up hope.
Okay.
So, if you like, I can get some paper towels so you can wipe off your hands.
Oh, sure. Because I mutilated the.
I'm gonna be so for real. When Jim was reading the recipe, I was like, I could get down with this, but
you.
seeing it,
Seeing
I'm like,
it
I'm fine.
is a little different.
Seeing it looks like I'm not gonna say.
And there's cottage cheese in this.
There,
No, that's to
this
come.
is not. That's
no,
not.
There
this
are
is the
4
cream
courses,
cheese.
Zach.
cream
And
cheese.
Miss Betty says it's supposed to look like this.
Okay.
And
Did she
she-
say, like, if it looks like a person has melted into a Jello mold, you've done it right?
Like it's from a Cronenberg film. So
Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
So-
Was this the thing?
You're going to take this, move it over here.
Yes.
Now invert the plate. Set it on top.
Like this.
Yep.
And then
Oh,
do another
I'm
And
so
flip.
then I'm going
nervous.
to create a shield. Now, it is time to flip.
Okay.
Oh,
Any
God.
tips or pointers?
Just
before I
put your
flip?
thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
So
You just need to do it.
Just
You
a full
need
flip.
to do it,
Full
and you
flip.
need to do it fast.
Also,
and you
none
need
of
to do
y'all
it
got
in
that
this-
Missy Elliott reference, and I'm mad
No,
about
I
it.
did.
Okay,
I just
okay,
was
okay,
really
okay.
focused
You can
on
do it.
this.
focused. All right.
Oh!
Oh!
He did it! He did it!
And you can barely
Now,
tell
I will
the
take
mutilation
that.
At
Yes.
this point.
It literally looks like an octopus that has been flipped up on a
Yeah,
plate.
now you
Look how
you can
jiggly.
you can kind of wiggle it and
how
see if you can get it on
jiggly.
center.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's
And if you need
really
to,
off
like,
center.
if you need to push it with your hands just a little
No,
bit.
don't touch it again.
I'm not
Just
gonna do
jiggle
that.
it
Just-
over.
yeah,
Because
kind of
I
flip,
just
flip
like
it towards
this.
you.
Yeah, it's crawling
There you
now.
go. It's
It's
crawling.
It's crawling.
It's crawling.
Oh, it's
This
gooping
is
over
better
there.
off dead. This is better off
Okay,
dead.
okay.
And the heart.
And the heart is still intact
Beautiful
at
work.
top.
Beautiful work.
Wow.
did it. Go team.
Well done.
The Bridge Club is banging on
No,
the
no,
door.
no. He has 5 minutes to festoon before they arrive.
Oh, they're not
They
here
arrive.
yet. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
they're not here yet.
And here's
In
the
our
deal.
scenario.
It's 1956 or whatever, so they can't text you to let you know that they're on their way. You
So you're
just
just
assume they're going to be here any minute for bridge.
Okay.
So you need to use the cream cheese, which they said I could mix in mayonnaise. I did not do that because who has the time?
Mm-hmm.
You have the cream cheese, mint sprigs, and actual cherries, and you need to make it look as visually delectable as it will be when we taste it.
Mm-hmm.
So, no pressure, but symmetry is important.
Okay.
Proportion and the rule of threes, also a good idea.
yeah. Okay.
Coco Chanel famously said, before you leave the house,
Mm-hmm.
take off one accessory. So you want to strike the right balance between too much and not enough.
Okay.
So I'm going to stop talking and let you
And
do it.
so I can kind of use this whole surface as my canvas.
It
that
is,
right?
yes.
Okay. But I probably want to not hide the beautiful heart that's at the center.
You can.
I can hide or.
I mean, it's not
keep
Valentine's Day.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, we're using off-theme Jello
Yeah,
molds,
okay,
I guess.
Yes.
Okay.
Off-theme,
All right.
But
potentially lead-filled
If you
Jello
want
molds.
to take it home as a token of your affection for your sweet babu, then go for it.
Is-
Babu?
Do the kids know Babu?
Here, give me
Is
the
that-
cup.
Yes.
You're going to want to use both hands with the piping
Okay,
bag.
good, okay,
So, like, twist the top,
Yeah.
and then
Zach, you're doing great.
you're doing great.
Thank you.
So now you squeeze. I find it often
We're not
helps
voting you off the island.
to
Okay, good.
have a surface that you can do a test line on, so then that way if there's an air bubble in there, it's not
There
going
were
to
lots
explode.
of test lines on other Coke cakes back in the day, I'm sure.
That's true.
Okay, so that's.
Yes, you're good.
All right. We're piping.
You're piping.
Okay. Now is.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Bro. My man, what is happening?
I don't know. I just started, and it was not. It was not going
Oh,
well.
no.
No.
Okay.
Wow.
Thelma's on her way
my
in her Chevy.
I don't want to cover up the heart. What is
And-
happening?
And then I'm doing it. And because I had to go up somewhere.
You
and
know,
I'm
you
running
could
out
have
of
kept
time.
going
You-
down.
you
You
could have done
gone down.
rosettes,
You
but-
could have done like nothing bundt cakes
you're
where you
right.
do like
You're
the
right.
drizzle.
But I was thinking of garnish. Yeah.
Put a
I was thinking
rosette.
of it needed to garnish
You-
the whole.
you could even do,
Bubba.
like,
Okay.
an
I don't
up
think
and
there's
down.
enough cream cheese left. I'm gonna be
There's
so
more cream
for
cheese
real.
if you need it.
I don't think we need it.
Boop. We're gonna do a little boop right there.
Adhesion is also an issue sometimes.
It seems like it. Yeah.
There is a reason why people who were known for their Jell-O dishes picked one and learned to do it well, because the last time you want a whatever this is to happen is when
you don't-
Thelma from Bridge is
Oh
on
my
her way.
God, she's gonna destroy me in the group chat.
you a bad Google
Oh no. Okay.
You're gonna be voted out of Bridge
I-
Club, and you haven't even gotten to the mint or the cherries.
No.
Yeah, that's
Here,
one
here,
way
here,
you
here.
could do it.
In the
gotcha.
cup. Thank you so much.
You're
These are-
welcome.
Which would you like next, the mint or the cherries?
Let's go with the mint.
I don't feel like it can go
It
any
can't
worse.
get really much worse.
This is from my
so-
garden as of
Really?
a few
From
hours
Jim's
ago.
garden.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, how much mint are we? Should we?
It's up to you. Don't coach him.
Have
Let
a
him-
vision. Have a
Yeah,
vision.
let him figure it out.
Oh boy.
Just listen to your heart. That's what I do.
And this is where you've ended up.
Hooray.
Yeah. Rude. My mom's gonna see this.
She knows that I love you and I love her.
That's true.
I think it's just making this as like fun.
I actually think it's looking better.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I think what you are doing, but what I'm also thinking about, Zach, is that one of us is going to have to consume an entire mint leaf because
I'm
it
here
is
for it.
a whole mint.
I love grass
Oh,
clippings.
actually, you're totally right. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
could even make a little tree in the middle. Just
Okay.
yeah, I was gonna say the
Yeah,
whole
the
sprig.
whole you just like
Oh, the
you
whole
pile
I
the
mean,
sprig
there's
in.
no shortage of mint in here,
You're
so
right.
Yeah, you could
let's-
use all
you
that
just stay
mint.
right there for now, and then we're gonna do like a boop. Okay.
It reminds me of the like Barbie cakes where there's like the doll in the middle.
it
Oh
reminds
yeah. Okay.
me
I've got it.
of
I've got
the
a vision in
Lorax.
mind now. I'm starting to work on it. Okay.
Let him cook.
I shall let you cook, as the youths say in the vernacular.
Are there anything else that youths say around you, Dr. Ellie?
Mogging.
What?
Yeah, mogging is the big one. It's this idea that you are like subtly showing someone up.
Mogging.
Okay.
Like, so like if you did that and then
Yes.
Jim came in with the one he decorated,
Oh.
he would be mogging you.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
Because it'd be
Okay.
just like an unintentional, but like vicious.
It's like a low key flex.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
yeah. But like a deserved flex.
Now the mint is not as easy to like.
Well,
shred
you
up
have
in my
so
You were
many
doing
sprigs
really
to
good.
choose from if you want leaves of different sizes.
Okay. I think my goal was to try to like do,
Yeah.
but they're big pieces that
You
are,
were doing.
that are
Jim's
not.
just too good at growing mint. He did
The mint.
provide a lot.
I
of
mean,
mint for
you never.
you.
I wanted options.
Well, you gave them. You did it. What else are the kids mogging?
Never heard of that one.
Yeah, that one was new to me, but that's a known one. That's
Okay.
out in the
The
world.
one I don't love is aura farming.
Aura
What?
farming?
Yeah.
Aura.
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 Aura, not aura.
I think you could say aura, but it's wrong.
Much like what's happening in front of us.
No, I think that I was just giving you a hard time. You could say whatever you want, but like aura points.
Okay.
Like you have
these
positive
things that,
aura.
Are these things
right
we
now.
learn from coworkers or from the internet?
Coworkers? I'm not spending time at my house Googling like what do the kids say.
Oh, yeah.
I have Googled
Oops.
what some things mean because like sometimes they say words that scare me, and then I feel really old.
Okay, I feel like I've put a lot of mint on this.
You've definitely.
Coco Chanel.
So
You
we're
still
gonna-
got the cherries too.
I do have the cherries. I got carried away and was
That's okay.
listening.
You were really excited about the mogging.
You can do a multi-tiered border if you wish.
Jim.
Yes. I'm just offering inspiration. It is up to
I
Zach
do
to decide.
like the help of the inspiration.
Okay, as long as you're comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Maybe for time purposes, we'll do like.
Brett can just speed this up into a montage.
There we go.
And spit the seeds out on camera.
Are you
And-
happy with it?
Happy is not the word I would use, but I'm finished.
Okay, well, I will.
Will you talk to us about your vision here?
Yeah.
What inspired you to make this today?
I imagined if you were gifting a Jell-O concoction to Lucifer, that was the vision that I was going for, and we'll see if it pans out.
I think he would like it.
Yeah, I think so too.
The best part for me is that this is my grandfather's 1967 prescription, eyeglass thing going on, and all of this is blurry, and that's how I prefer it.
My favorite thing about this entire experience, and we're not even halfway through, is that I have no clue what's coming. Zach and I are in the same boat. You have concocted this evil situation that you have put us in, we don't know what's going to happen next.
Yeah, this is but in a amuse-bouche for what's to come.
I would prefer it if we just wrap up right here, right now.
Are we ready to taste?
Yeah, let's boosh that amuse.
We have a foster cat right now called Butch, and so we call him our amuse-bouche.
Aw, that's
I love that for him.
Okay,
you have to plate.
I have to plate it as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're the Bridge Club. We're here.
Now, I hear that gorgeous young lady down the street has let her flowers really just suffer in this heat.
I was just going to say, those Rooskies are at it again, ain't they?
Okay, well, I wasn't going to bring that into this space.
It's the 1950s.
Let's not talk politics here.
Yeah.
Yes.
At our Bridge
That's
Club
true. Yeah.
game.
I'm
meeting.
a woman, I don't know how to read, so
Oh, wow.
I never learned. My husband reads for me. It's pretty cool.
That seemed like maybe Jim's not so subtle attempt.
Brett's going to have flashing across the bottom of the screen. She's kidding, folks.
Maybe I'm not.
If you would like, you can use the big serving spoon.
This
Yes.
is a big serving spoon.
And that is actually my grandmother Irene's.
Thank you,
Serving
Irene.
Oh.
I'm sorry we're using it for this.
Irene
I'm
could cook.
So sorry that her spoon is being used for the monstrosity
For
that I've
war
created
crimes?
for the Bridge,
really-
the Bridge Club and Satan.
I really like it, though. I think the tree in the middle is the best part.
Yeah.
All right,
It's the truffle
me up.
tree.
Get that in my tummy.
Do you want the whole...
You know what?
Commit.
I want you to serve me like the Bridge Club expects to be served.
Okay, I need to... There we go. I'm just looking for the biggest mint leaf that I can...
Oh, thank you. Can you just make sure to pile them all together? And
Tell
then
you
just
what, go from the middle and put the whole
that's
mint
good.
tree.
That's what
The
I
whole
need.
mint tree.
Yeah,
I'm
just
kidding. No,
I
don't
want
do
the
that
whole
to her.
tree.
We'll
Are
play,
you thinking I can't eat that tree?
We'll play nice. Is this so... but for real, is this... How would one actually do this bit? Like, would you do kind of a little choppy and then a scoopy, or would you just go from the middle?
Just ask yourself, what is dainty, Zach? Keep it dainty.
Oh my gosh.
I would probably hit
How
it
much
from
time do we
here,
have?
slice down, and then slice on the
It
other
has
side,
built-in
and then
slices.
It does.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's why I was wondering what the daintiest way is.
So remind me what these chunks are.
scoop. Cream cheese.
No, I know that, but inside.
There are nuts in there too, the pecans,
And
pineapple, crushed pineapple.
This is going great.
Miss Betty, what have you done?
Oh no.
That's a kid serving.
Yeah, it was losing constitution.
Aren't we all?
Actively. Boop.
Boop. So dainty.
So dainty. Look at how dainty.
Can I quit Bridge Club? Is it too late? Oh my
Jam your
god.
plate.
Can you zoom in?
I'm taking off the glasses so I can see this.
Can I take this to one of the cameras so they can see it?
I feel like,
They need to know.
yeah, mistakes were made.
Oh boy. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh no.
We
It like flipped over so nicely.
we
and
should
then
get the
this-
microphone right
the
next to it so we
scooping.
can get that like squishy
The-
Jello sound.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're trudging through mud.
Boop. Just
Yeah,
a nice
here's-
literal
I want-
cherry on top.
Zach, will you please do an ASMR take of eating it?
No.
Of eating it?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna try to get the mic close.
Oh
to
yeah,
the
of
goop
serving it and eating it.
to
Everyone
get
shut
the
up.
goop. Yeah. Let's see. welcome to hell.
No, it's the noise. It's the noise that's doing it
Now
for me.
I absolutely need someone to eat it on mic.
Oh, no.
Plop it on there on mic.
Are you going to whisper while you're doing it?
Good call. And now we've got just a nice little Satan's Miss Betty.
And up next we have I Love Lucy, airing at 8:30.
The chunks in here are disruptive to my soul.
Got to make sure that I get a full mint leaf in there because I did that to you all.
Okay.
Well, so
Are we ready?
I really need everyone at home to understand that there's straight up just chunk globules in here.
Well, that was the original name that Miss Betty had for it, the chunk globule salad. But
All right, are we going, team?
We're committing.
Like we need cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
It was nice knowing you.
3,
made
2,
it.
1. Oh, there are Bing cherries in there too.
You know what? Okay.
Don't hate it. It's good with the cream cheese.
yeah, that's not bad.
I'm not upset about this.
Here's a whole mint leaf I'm gonna eat.
The mint for
I'm really
me is
glad
for
to
the
have
garnish.
this mint leaf. Look, I'm gonna do it.
Hey, that's not bad.
You know,
I made the right decision.
I'm team mint leaf.
Me too.
Okay, I'll do it. Miss Betty knew what was up.
The mint adds.
Good.
I really wish I had more of it. I'm sorry that I ragged on you. No, I don't need that much.
I don't hate this.
I don't either.
I don't like it with the mint though.
Oh,
I-
you don't?
Hot
The mint
take.
helps.
The mint helps. The mint helps. I just don't like how much I have to chew it once it's in my mouth. I don't like chewing.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I'm a slow chewer in general, so anything that's like extra chewy.
You're out.
The combination of the Bing cherries and the pineapple and the nuts give it a nice mouthfeel. I'm just saying. You know what? I would like some more.
There you go.
Wow.